Yo, this is Rick Mahorn, the bad boy, giving a shout out to my man Drew, Detroit Drew. Make sure you tune in on his YouTube channel, Detroit Drew. Bad boy.
Yo, peeps, how's everyone doing this Friday? Do not forget, Above the Rim will be tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Be there or be square. We got a special guest coming on. He too also joined Woodward, so it's going to be cool. It's going to be fun, and just give you guys a glimpse of what to look forward to with Woodward. So that being said, let's talk about the first free agency video from Detroit Drew for this offseason, man. It's that time. Playoffs are underway. The Pistons are at home watching. Again, I said that yesterday. And it's a little suckish, but with the draft lottery coming up, that's exciting. The NBA draft, always exciting. Free agency is going to be a little bit different. Troy Weaver has already said that the Pistons are not going to be too active on the free agency market. We got a lot of internal issues we have to fix and bring back players. And one of those players who is a free agent is Frank Jackson. And quite frankly, I'm going to be 100 with you guys. I'm not a Frank Jackson fan. Prior to this season, I was not a big fan of him when he was on the Pelicans or anywhere else he played. Never thought anything of him. Okay, so when we signed him, I'm like, all right, we just signed a body. Did not expect too much from him, but he came in and he made me a Frank Jackson fan. It's not like he lit it up or took the league by storm or anything, but he had a nice, solid season. He had a great role either starting or coming off the bench, and he went out and got buckets. And he did so, man. And it pissed a lot of people off, especially Mike Valeni, because we won one game because of Frank Jackson. One game because of Frank Jackson. Oh, maybe two. And he wanted him out of Detroit. You guys can go back in time and watch that video. I ain't going to bother talking about that too much because Mike's an idiot. But I want Frank Jackson back. I'm going to talk about Diallo another time because that's a little bit of a different story. Still want him back too. But Frank showed he has value with this team, that he fits. He's still a young player. He can get buckets, and really, he's a fun guy. I think fans like this guy because he's fun. He does all kinds of weird stuff with his hair. He just enjoys himself. You can tell he loves to play basketball because he's having fun out there. Even though we're losing, no one wants to lose. He's making the most of the opportunity. And that's something that the Pistons have done really well the last couple of years, is bringing in guys off of free agency and giving them opportunity. Last year we did that with Christian Wood. He got paid by the Houston Rockets and was a MIP in conversation until he got hurt. We did that with Jeremy Grant this season. He's in the most improved player of the year conversation, although I think Randall personally is going to win it. We did it this year with Josh Jackson. He was having a career year. He had a couple of injuries that kind of derailed his momentum, but we did that with Frank Jackson as well. It took him a little bit longer to get that consistent opportunity, but once we did so, man, he played really well for us. And I think going into next year, again, we're going to have a decent draft pick. Hopefully it's going to stay in the top 4. But we're going to build off of this. You have to look at it a different way. Is our main free agency is developing Sadiq Bey, Killian Hayes, Beef Stew, Saban Lee, getting a young rookie in here and helping them get to the best of their ability, because Summer League is going to be here. So these guys are going to have an off season to work on their games and then go test out what they practice all summer long in the Summer League. So those guys should take a developmental step up and get better. That itself could be better than a free agent signing. You know what I'm saying? So Frank Jackson proved that if we're going to try to compete for the playoffs next year, because there's no need to tank next year, especially if we get a top 4 pick this year, we're going to try to be, if they're going to do the play-in tournament, we're going to try to be there. Although I think they'll probably get rid of that this upcoming season and go back to the first 8 teams being the best record-wise. I don't know. It's not confirmed. It's not denied. But I think Frank can be a decent 6th man of the year type player for us. Not that he's going to win it, but he can be our 6th man. Maybe our 7th man, because he's going to get opportunities off the bench. And sometimes, you look at the guys like, I don't want to say Lou Will because he's always the number 1 option off the bench, but there's several different players out there who come off the bench and have a career out of it. Maybe a JJ Redick. Again, though, he's like a 6th man type. He might be a 7th man. I don't know what it's going to do, because whatever it's going to be, he's going to come off the bench, he's going to start for us, and he's going to go get buckets. And you can never, ever have too much scoring. And quite frankly, our offense needs more scoring, more efficient scoring. And I think if we bring him back, if we can get a green, just saying if we don't get a first overall pick, we're going to have some bucket getters on this team. And they're going to be fun offensively to watch. The Pistons cannot screw this up. We cannot repeat what we did in 03, where we took Darko instead of Waiter or Melo or Bosch. We need to get a scorer. Frank Jackson can help with that. Not saying he's going to be all this or all that. Not saying he's going to break the bank, but he is worth bringing back. He does have value to the team. I think that the chemistry, if we bring the guy like this back, is going to be good. You're bringing back some familiar faces, and we'll be off and rolling. So I definitely want the Pistons to bring him back. If we don't, it will suck, but it won't be the end of the world. If he leaves, it's because someone offered him more money. And at the end of the day, you got to chase that bag. So we'll see what's going to happen with Troy Weaver. I know Troy wants to bring back Diallo. I know he wants to bring back Frank. So we'll have to sit back, be patient, and watch it. But let me know what you guys think, man. Do you want the Pistons to bring back Frank Jackson? Yes or no? Leave it down in the comments. Instagram, Twitter, DSC members on the description. Check it all out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on Above the Rim. And that's the bottom line because Double D said so. Peace.